A new study has uncovered a concerning link between light pollution and an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, raising serious questions about the long-term effects of artificial light exposure on brain health. The findings suggest that the excessive presence of artificial lighting, particularly at night, may contribute to cognitive decline and accelerate the onset of neurodegenerative diseases. This revelation is alarming because modern lifestyles have become increasingly dependent on artificial lighting, from streetlights and neon signs to the glow of screens from smartphones, tablets, and televisions. If light pollution is indeed a contributing factor to Alzheimer's, then millions of people worldwide may be unknowingly putting themselves at risk simply by living in urban environments where exposure to artificial light is unavoidable. One of the most troubling aspects of this discovery is how deeply embedded artificial lighting has become in daily life. Many people, particularly in densely populated cities, have little to no control over their exposure to nighttime light. Streetlights illuminate neighborhoods even in the middle of the night. Office buildings remain lit long after business hours, and many individuals engage in late-night screen use, disrupting their natural sleep cycles. The human body relies on a finely tuned internal clock or circadian rhythm to regulate essential functions, including cognitive processes, hormone production, and cellular repair. When exposed to excessive artificial light, particularly blue light, the body's natural sleep-wake cycle is thrown off balance, leading to chronic sleep disturbances. Poor sleep quality has already been identified as a significant risk factor for Alzheimer's, and this study suggests that light pollution may be a hidden culprit contributing to the growing prevalence of the disease. The potential dangers of artificial light exposure go beyond just disrupting sleep. The research points to deeper physiological changes that occur when the brain is deprived of restorative sleep. One of the brain's primary defense mechanisms against neurodegenerative diseases is its ability to clear out harmful waste products, such as beta-amyloid plaques, during deep sleep. These plaques are a well-known hallmark of Alzheimer's disease, and their buildup in the brain is strongly associated with cognitive decline. When artificial light interferes with the body's ability to enter deep sleep, the natural clearance of these toxic proteins may be impaired, allowing them to accumulate over time. This means that people living in areas with high levels of light pollution could be unknowingly accelerating the very processes that lead to Alzheimer's, all because their environment prevents them from achieving truly restorative sleep. Beyond sleep disruption, light pollution may also negatively affect the production of melatonin, a hormone that plays a crucial role in protecting brain health. Melatonin not only helps regulate sleep, but is also a powerful antioxidant with neuroprotective properties. When the body is exposed to artificial light at night, melatonin production is suppressed, reducing its ability to combat oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation has been linked to various neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's, meaning that prolonged exposure to artificial light could be fueling the very processes that contribute to cognitive decline. If these findings hold true, then something as seemingly harmless as living in a well-lit city or using a smartphone before bed could have serious long-term consequences for brain health. What makes this situation even more concerning is the fact that most people are completely unaware of the risks posed by light pollution. Unlike other environmental hazards, such as air or water pollution, artificial light is often viewed as a minor inconvenience at worst. People rarely consider how exposure to streetlights or late-night screen use might be affecting their long-term cognitive function. The absence of public awareness on this issue means that millions continue to expose themselves to potentially harmful light levels without taking any precautions. Unlike dietary or exercise habits, which can be consciously adjusted to improve health, avoiding light pollution is far more challenging, especially for those living in urban areas where artificial lighting is everywhere. The study's findings should serve as a wake-up call for policymakers, urban planners, and health professionals to take light pollution more seriously as a public health threat. Cities must reconsider the way they implement artificial lighting, prioritizing solutions that minimize unnecessary exposure to bright lights during nighttime hours. Individuals, too, must take proactive steps to protect themselves, such as using blackout curtains, reducing screen time before bed, and adopting healthier sleep habits to counteract the effects of artificial light exposure. Without significant changes, the increasing prevalence of light pollution could contribute to a growing number of Alzheimer's cases in the future, placing an even greater burden on healthcare systems already struggling to manage the disease. The implications of this research are deeply unsettling because they suggest that Alzheimer's risk factors are not just limited to genetics, diet, or lifestyle choices, but also to environmental factors that many people cannot easily escape. If artificial light exposure is as damaging as the study suggests, then the modern world may be unintentionally fostering conditions that promote cognitive decline on a large scale. The thought that something as omnipresent as streetlights or the glow of a digital screen could contribute to one of the most feared neurodegenerative diseases is a sobering realization. Without immediate action to mitigate light pollution, society may be heading toward a future where Alzheimer's cases continue to rise, fueled in part by the very technologies and conveniences that define modern life.